cross comes in.
Jallow makes a run.
Abdoulaye.
His control was a little
bit too heavy, absolutely. The Gabonese now breaking. Trying to find Aubameyang, but that's too much.
Just a minute plus additional time.
But Abdoulaye Jallow could not get to it.
The Scorpions have not definitely been the best in this game. It's a replica of the first leg in Gabon. They're looking more comfortable in this game. The Scorpions, whose highest in the ranking was 65 in 2009, and their lowest 179 on March 2017. Gabon still attacking, but the flag is raised for an offside. The Gambia played their first international game. Then they were British Gambia. They lost 2-1 to Sierra Leone on 9 February 1953. Their biggest win has been their 6-0 thumping of Lesotho on October 12, 2002. Were you part of that team, Jan?
Unfortunately, I wasn't. I wish I was, but I wasn't part of it. I was still in the States.
Oh, okay. We've taken 1 minute additional time from the fourth official. Nothing to separate the two here at the Independence Stadium. Goalless between the Scorpions of the Gambia and the Panthers of Gabon. The heaviest defeat, or the biggest defeat for the Scorpions, was 8-0 against Guinea Conakry on 14th May 1972. That is when this team suffered their heaviest defeat. And the player with the most cap in this setup seemed to be Pamod Jan. I mean, according to the records, he seemed to be the most cap player.
So I'm not really sure. I don't keep tabs on that, but I know that he's up there along with the, you don't know, the Solfice, the Dudu Saints of the past. We still don't know about those records. But in present day football, he's one of the most capped players, along with Ibrahima Sokhna maybe.
Yes.
Excuse
Chan, we have perhaps a last attack for the Gambia. The ball is floated into the box, but the Gabonese
alive.
Read the danger, and the ball has been cleared. And that brings us to the end of the first 45 minutes.
Interesting 45. Not our best performance, and we are not losing. It's still 0-0, and we can play better. I think that's hopeful. I am an optimist. I see that we didn't perform so well, and we are still at 0-0. We still have options in the bench that have energy and have goals in them. So I think second half, we are going to come out and be even better because our confidence will soar.
Gabon would be the happier of the two sides going into the halftime break.
Most definitely. They are here not to lose. If they win, it's an automatic qualifying for them. But if they don't lose, they are still top of the group comfortably. And Gambia would be diminished to having to scrap it with Congo and Angola after such a fantastic start. So let's just hope that there's a goal in the boys and we can get a win.
Goalless draw at the end of the first 45 minutes here at the Independence Stadium. You're watching the live coverage of the Gambia-Gabon game on the Gambia radio and television services with our proud sponsors, Africell, TAF, Africa Global, El Hela Company, Armanti Company, Makasutu Real Estate, and OI.
AFCON qualifiers between the Scorpions of the Gambia and Panthers of Gabon is proudly brought to you by GRTS in partnership with main sponsor Africell and co-sponsors TAF Africa Global, Armanti Company Limited, El Hela Company, Makasutu General Trading and Real Estate Agency, and OIC Gambia.
TAF Africa Global presents the new Tulip Gardens, strategically located in Jambanjeli, off the new Sikuta Jabang Highway. Taft Tulip Gardens is set to comprise of finished 2 to 4 bedroom houses and features include water and electricity infrastructure, solar streetlights, all-weather roads, and scenic gardens. Deposit as low as $83,600 is only. We offer flexible payment plans, a 10-year mortgage plan with a 25% equity down payment in partnership with GT Bank, Trust Bank, and EcoBank, or an 18-month interest-free payment plan with only 20% deposit on the service plots. For more information, please contact 376 2333 or 776 2333 or visit our offices at Madiba Mall at Taft Bluefoot Gardens Estate opposite 5-Star Hotel.
warga wu saf warga wu neex wu ñëpp xam
LG la ñëwati na de ba mu leen indi lee warga yëpp indi leen Black Star bi nga xam ne moo xew ci réew mi cey nu mu indi na Panda
dama ne Panda ñëwatu la de bay leen seen xel nag
cey Panda ka safa ta neex
warga woowu mu ngi soog a ñëw si réew mi namoon nañu ko agsi na
cey Panda dama ne LG la lu mu indi am na lu mu indi loolu la lu mu indi baax na warga bu mu indi dina faj ma ne boo tàyyee demal LG la mu jox la warga nga naan ko ne ñokket jóg doxee say soxla
dama ne et puis ndi xool suba ngoon nga naan everything correct suba correct ngoon everything correct
dama ne LG laa ngi nii de réewi Gambie LG laa ngi nii seet leen ko mu ngi nii ci café yi LG la ci diwlin yi LG la ci warga yi cay LG la ci omo yi LG la lum la indil moom la LG la ma ne jokkoo leen ak moom LG la lu baax rek la fi indi ci réew mi
bari la ci réew mi kenn du ko jaawatle ndax cafkaam
dama ne warga bu ñuy wax warga LG la du ko rax warga bu mu indi rek bu ko indee tey mu gën a sax LG la naanal warga dama ne warga LG la mooy warga bi nga xam ne moo gën ci warga yi.
The development of our Dalaba estate commenced in November 2018. Today, Dalaba comprises of over 350 affordable and quality homes with fenced and gated service plots. The estate boasts features such as surfaced dressed roads with interlocking bricks, solar street lights, and beautiful landscaping to be further complemented with 1,500 fruit trees. With accessibility to water and electricity, fenced service plot owners
may be the smallest country in Africa, but it will host the second largest gathering of world leaders in 2022. To successfully host the OIC Summit and put the Gambia on the global stage, the government of the Gambia set up OIC Gambia to mobilize resources for the implementation of key development and infrastructure projects on a scale never seen before. 20 new roads will be constructed across the country, and the Bertel Harding Highway will be expanded into a dual carriage highway of 2 lanes on each side from the airport to Sting Corner. All people in the Gambia deserve clean water and a constant flow of electricity. Therefore, an entirely new water system will be constructed, including new transmission and distribution networks to meet the increasing demand. In order to provide a more reliable supply of electricity, the OIC Gambia project will replace and double the capacity of the NAWEC transformers and overhead electric cables. We will equip the police with modern apparatus and technical training in an effort to keep the streets of the Gambia safe. By building the largest international conference center in the region, a 5-star hotel with state-of-the-art facilities, first-class mobility services, and improving the VVIP experience at the Banjul International Airport, OIC Gambia will position the Gambia as the leading conference destination in West Africa, with our partners in the tourism sector businesses as a matter of requirement. In short, OIC Gambia projects will create jobs, boost commerce, accelerate growth, improve urban outlook and lifestyles of many families across the Gambia. So let's support the OIC Gambia as it prepares us for one of the biggest global events, OIC Gambia, building today for a better tomorrow.
yéen sumay mbokki jigéen yéen ñi nga xam ne da ngeen bëgg lu baax xam lu baax te it koko lool waa kër Armanti nag indi leen seen xeeti baax baax yi nga xam ne nii mooy ci liggéeyukaay yi indi nañ leen Armanti Choco bi nga xam ne nii moo fi mu nekk nii moom la ñëpp di
to Gambian Talents Promotion, the Gambia's first non-profit online public broadcasting network and home of culture and entertainment. At GTP, we bring you the best of Gambian creativity right to your doorsteps. Sell your products and services to millions of Gambians and friends of the Gambia via our online radio, TV, and newspaper. Advertise your business and watch your clientele grow like never before. Our content from the Gambia gets the diaspora hooked up to our screen, whilst those in Gambia love what we bring for them from afar. This gives us a unique edge and separates us from the rest. If you want to be heard or seen by the world, contact GTP. We tap, nurture, and promote Gambian talents and businesses. Think promotion, think GTP. For all your event coverages, religious gatherings, naming ceremonies, weddings, documentaries, music videos, TV and radio commercial, and more. We also do design and print jobs of all types, logos, business cards, brochures, flyers, t-shirts, coffee mugs, banners, billboards, catalogs, and magazines. We also do lamination and projector rentals. We are the first Gambian non-profit online public broadcasting network with over 300,000 active followers across all social media. Contact GTP on 750-3654, 750-3654 or 794-9214, 794-9214, 404-593-6215 or email us at gambiantalents@gmail.com. GTP, the people's power.
Yes, ñu ngi fi amee ay coffee mugs dañoo defar coffee mugs of all types so la amee seen business yi ngeen bëgg a defar coffee mugs mbate it ngeen bëgg a defar li nga xam ne nag mooy seen birthday presents yi ku seen love ones yi so la ñuy Gambian Talents Promotion ñun ñu jox leen ko coffee mugs yu baax you know of all type bu nekkee wedding la bu nekkee da nga am sa love one bu nekkee da nga am sa fiancé bu nekkee da nga am ki nga xam ne nag mooy sa jëkkër mbate it sax sa yaay oo sa papa oo sa business boo xam ne yaa ngi ko bëgg a promote bëgg a faa def nag li nga xam ne mooy coffee mug soo la ñëwee fii rek am ko thank you Gambia salaamaaleykum yéen a ko gis de ay coffee mugs la de yéen ñi nga xam ne nag yéen a am seen wedding ba tey ngeen am seen birthdays ba tey ngeen am seen love ones yi nga xam ne dañ bëgg a kaas ba bëgg a dee maanaam den bëgg a si ñoo am seen li nga xam ne nag mooy breakfast bi seen tea bi su ko defee rek ñu am seen kaas bu baax gis seen boppa loolu nekk loo xam ne nag lu neex la gift dafa am solo si every relationship moo tax it Gambian Talents indil leen coffee mugs yoo xam ne nag soo leen ko bëggee rek ak foo leen ko bëggee rek ñun ñoo leen koy indil doo leen ko amee fenn gis ngeen ko yéen ñi nga xam ne nag yéen a am seen family members yoo xam ne maanaam dañ génn àddina mété it ngeen am li nga xam ne nag mooy ay parties fii la coffee mugs are here for you at Gambian Talents promotion. It's very, very cheap. If you want this kind of coffee mugs, just call in 7833-524. We are opposite the Nawak building at the Red Cross building. When you get to the Red Cross building, and when you ask for Gambian Talents promotion, they will show you. Get your coffee mugs right now and have a different vision of what coffee means.
Welcome to the Gospel Exposition Show, brought to you by Marijan Adomo on Gambian Talents TV. The Gospel Exposition Show aims to address current issues affecting our daily lives, relationships, marriages, addictions, lifestyles, and a lot more from a Christian perspective. Promote the gospel through dialogue and interactions. The Bible tells us in John chapter 13, verse 35, by doing this, everyone will know that you are my disciples as you love one another. That's exactly what we'll be doing on this show, to make Christ known through our interactions. Every Sunday from 1600 hours to 1700 hours. Remember, this is the first of its kind. Be part of this phenomenal adventure. Be part of the kingdom building. Gospel Exposition with Marijan Adomu, only on Gambian Talents TV.
Olof Njaay nag wax na ne kër bukki xesaw na waaye fala borom dëkka ñu bari gis neen dëkk bi di Gambia ne amut wàllum liggéey mu ngi tëju ndaw yi mënunta dem liggéey ñeena yu bari den toog ci biir dëkk bi sax frustrate seen xol di naxari dañooy eewu suba ñu leen ay jox ndékki di leen jox añ di leen jox reer ndaw bu ci bugg a mag nag bugg a nekk doom ju tekki nag lan la foog ne loolu la war a def muy dem fi nga xam ne nag mooy yooni gannaaw ñu gënee koo xamee ci backway bi yooni gannaaw nag am na ndaw yu bari ñoo ci teral seeni waajur am na ndaw yu bari ñoo xam ne tey ñu ngi ci yooni gannaaw bi waaye ñu ngi am jom lool waaye am na ñoo xam ne musul te génn dëkk bi ñu ngi fii ci biir dëkk bi di teddalu bari ku nekk nag ak fi ngay dem ak fan la loolu di la yóbba kon nag Barra di dëkk boo xam ne dëkk bu mag la fii ci biir Gambia rawatina nag sooy jàlla fiiri Barra am na ay jamono yoo xam ne ay yaay jooy neen ay baay jooy neen waaye ay ndaw yu xuneen ci biir Barra du góor rekk ay bugg a dem yooni gannaaw waaye ay jigéen sax dinañ dem ci yooni gannaaw ñii ànd ak seen ay doom ñii nag ànd ñoomi neen tey nag dinañ waxtaan ak benn ndaw bu ñuy wooyee Fatou Fall moom nag mu ngi dëkk foofu sa Barra moom Fatou Fall bëggoon na dem ci yooni gannaaw bi dem fi nga xam ne moom la ñuy ooyee Spain Fatou Fall jàng na fii si Gambia jeexalee Gaba Jaxumpa School.
Where we saying to say is for them to score the goals. But are they playing to score the goals? I would like to think yes. Would they score? I want to believe that. But what is happening right now is the second half is about to begin, which means a lot to this, qualifiers. Something must come out of it, where there's going to be a firecracker of some sort. One net would sake, and I pray and hope that it's not of the Gambia, but Gabon more.
Steve Boubacar Traoré to get us underway very shortly for the second 45 minutes here at the Independence Stadium. This live broadcast is sponsored by Afrisal, the biggest GSM company in the country, as well as Staff Africa Global, Makasutu Real Estate, OIC Gambia Secretariat, Armanti Company, and El Hela Company. We are underway at the Independence Stadium. Can the Scorpions sting the Panthers of Gabon in the second 45 minutes? In the AFCON qualifiers in Group D, Gabon leads the group with 7 points from 4 matches, followed by the Gambia with 4 points, and needs to win this game to reclaim top position from Group D. A Gabonese player is down. I hope they will be seeing more of this in the second 45 minutes.
I couldn't agree more, MS. But hopefully it's down by us scoring goals against them and them falling down on their heads, not believing the situation. But hopefully fair play prevails and we win fair and square. A ball played in to the box. Buba Sane cleans up and it's a goal kick for Gambia. Buba Sane Musa, he's played solid defensively so far. But his passing and his distribution have been disappointing.
Absolutely, for a player of his caliber, I would have loved to have thought that the urgency of this game would be very much in his shoulders in terms of the distribution, because the crux of the football starts from them and ends with them in terms of how they build up and their distribution. If they could read this game and distribute the balls as they come their way, an opening is imminent. But what do we need to see? Equally, as you suggested, defend and distribute solidly and amazingly, because that's where the openings will be coming on in this game. What are we seeing? A free kick not far from the edge of the Gabonese box, and Modou Barrow, Issy or Abdoulaye Diallo. Jamano is waiting to take on this one, Modou.
All right, yes. Abdoulaye, the former Real de Banjul star man, over the ball in a very good position. We hope he would deliver. We have all the tall guys up there.
Prime position, MS. We had this at the end of the first half. We missed it, but it was a good delivery. So he's got exactly the same thing like a twin brother. And we hope that our bigs inside the box can actually connect and send us into ecstasy, I guess, right?
Absolutely. Abdoulaye Diallo, they call him Jamano, comes with the cross into the box, but it's over the bar. Too much on that one. We are hoping he would at least target one of the players in the box.
Yes, he went for glory. I'm not sure it was the best position for that and with the conditions. So it's disappointing. I wish he, like you said, he had actually targeted the prime areas in the box so that people like an Omar Koli or a Mohamed Mbaye can latch onto it. But the game goes on.
Gabon holding strong. They lace it wide, but it's rolled for a throw to the Gambia. We haven't seen much of Mo Barrow in the first half. We hope we will see him more in the second 45 minutes. Patrice Nouveau, the Gabonese coach, standing and giving instructions from the touchline.
Mo, you were talking about the absence of Modou Barrow in this, first 45 minutes, and it's eminent and it's obvious that he's been on the talking on the lips of everyone. Yeah! That is it! That's the moment we have been waiting for! Modou Barrow! Steve Flores! As if all was nowhere! He was able to produce the goods, followed up as if he was being called to make sure that in this very first 45 or second 45 minutes. Is Gambia 1, Gabon 0, Modu. Could you believe it? As if he was hearing what I was about to say in his 45 minutes, Modu.
How did that goal came? Out of nowhere, a blunder by the Gabonese goalkeeper, Moduseka Barrow, playing in South Korea. He's been briefed over the years, over the past few days. He came for a funeral. He missed the first game in Gabon. He's been called to the Scorpions. He's been quiet in the first 45 minutes. But here he has sent the Gambia into the dreamland. Patrice Nouveau of Gabon shaking his head from the touchlines. Unbelievable. Gambia, the Scorpions leads. 1-0 at the Independence Stadium. Moduseka Barrow, the first Gambian to play in the Premier League, has given Gambia the lead.
With just 4 minutes into the second period, you couldn't have had it in any better way than that. I was saying this. In our sports program yesterday, in the first leg, there wasn't any striker to be making up follow-up for such errors. I mean, we saw Gabon made a lot of errors in that game, but there wasn't any player there to be making that contact. And we saw the move Mobaro make. I mean, he pressurized the goalkeeper. He was coming directly to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper just missed the ball. Had it been there was no player, you wouldn't have had a goal of that sort. But this is the beauty of having players who never relent, who never relax in terms of attacking. He was so composed, he knew what he wanted, he doesn't relax, knowing the gap between him and the
Gabala jeexale school. Baag bi de li ma yóbbu mooy yaa ngi jeexal school nekk fii amuloo liggéey si li nga liggéey tamit nekkuloo di si amee noonu so baag bi ñëw ma xool ne nit yaa ngi dem ñi ngi dugga ma seet ne man tam su ma demee yàlla mun na ma may chance ma dugga ta ma ne xaama dem su ma demee foofu su ma liggéeyee foofu noonu xëj na man dama foog ne comme su ma fa demee foofu laay gën a teel a tekkee nii fi ma nekk nii
a complexion of the game here.
If I can say, Hail Mary, full of grace.
Ndaw boo xam ne mu ngi yëngu si wàllum machine di ñaw maanaam ñawkat la mu nekk ku gën a ndaw si biir baala kuy def yi fi ñaw rawatina nag mu doon jigéen ñoom ñaar ñooy def ñaw si baara moom ak boosam.
dama doon ñaw.
danga doon ñaw.
waaye time boobu maa ngi woon di jàng ñaw.
yaa ngi jàng ñaw fan nga doon jàngee ñaw.
si benn sista bu nekk side bi la.
si baara.
waaw.
suma parante la woon suma parante la suma rakala farfalde.
Because he was chasing it, he ended up getting a goal. That is why you always have to hold up to your responsibilities, because who would expect a goalkeeper to miss a ball like that? So put more pressure on them and see how they respond. Now it's up to Gambia to keep their shape, to keep their discipline and keep playing and not rest on their laurels and try to win this game 1-0, because we know what's going to come after this. We are just 4 or 5 minutes into the second half. Gabon are going to try to get something out of this game. But every time we get a chance to counter-attack, like in this situation,
Abdoulaye Sanyang Pambala to break now. 3 against 4. Abdoulaye Sanyang, the boy from the Superstar Academy, now playing in Pro League in Belgium, but he's been dispossessed.
We have a commentator here as well, a professional commentator. Musa is elated. Yeah, that was a professional foul by Abdullahi Sanya, and that is necessary. I mean, he just have to infringe the attack of the Gabonese to ensure that they didn't get what they want. They were going to hit on a counter attack, but that did not happen. Technical team, Tom Sankey and the co-Gabon attacking, defended well by the Gambia. Pamod Jan, the team captain. Tabwakar Steve Trawale, the tricky man. He's been surrounded there, out-muscled there by the Gabonese centre-back, but he's still fighting. I think it's good to be putting the opponents in the pressure.
Absolutely.
I mean, they never relax. This is what they got, and they got the throw at the end of it. And team captain Pamodo Jan is going to take it. The Gabon coach with the hands on his waist. Akimbot in frustration. The Gambia lead here by a goal to nil, courtesy of what we should describe as a goalkeeping howler by Anthony, and a wonderful move by Mojan. Musa Barrow going forward, try to cut to his right. I think this is the several times he has been trying this, but the Gabonese defenders are always on high alert. Definitely, they are not allowing him that chance, Mojan. I mean, we saw Barrow trying to cut the ball to his favorite right foot.
Absolutely. Pamoudou Jan clattering into Koku there.
It was a quite professional foul. It's necessary. It also shows the opponent that you are strong, and he will think about it the second time. As you said, Famara, Musa Barrow is the most famous player amongst the lot here, because if you look at a scouting report and you look at where the players are playing, he's the one that's making the most headlines. That being the case, he'll be the man that is marked. He can use that to free up other players. So other players have to know that there will be space in there for them because of his presence on the pitch. And if they are dangerous enough, he'll get free as well.
Absolutely.
MS?
Gabon. Couple of steps, the cross comes in. But the ball eludes everyone in the box.
That was a cheap one from number 20 there for Gabon. Went up and came down as if he was hit by an unknown missile. But unfortunately, for him, the referee was very much in the clear to really dictate as to what happened there. Modou Diop to take this one, Toldo in goal, hoping that he will keep another clean sheet for the Gambia tonight in our way to glory, in at least looking for some semblance of a team that is heading to Cameroon in 2021. If the Almighty God and Lord keeps it this way, there is no way that the Gambia would not be going to Cameroon more.
Abdoulaye Sanyang Bambalai has been dispossessed.
John, what is more surprising about this particular competition? I mean, we saw teams like Guinea-Bissau, Comoros, I mean, sitting on top of their various groups. I mean, 2020 is just a different year.
It has been a very different year in 2020. Strange things have happened. But credit all these new nations that are coming up. They've been in the doldrums for long enough. They've learned so much from losing positions over the years. And now football is such a global sport that names of countries don't win you games anymore. It's about what you put out on the pitch. And Gambia, they are punching above their weight at this point in time in African football. Everybody's taking notice. But again, we still have a few minutes left in the game. And there you go. We just need to keep our calm, play a game, not take risks, and make sure that Yes, we are tough on the tackle like Musa Barrow is doing. Because it seems like the referee is not really keeping things tight.
Yes, absolutely. But the challenge on Steve, I mean, the other one is, we will refer to it as 50-50. The player got the ball before colliding with Steve. I mean, I think he's just too strong for Steve. Steve just bumped into him and goes to the ground. I think the referee has got it all correct in that attack. I mean,
appears to be in some pain.
Boubacar Steve Traoré.
But he's gradually getting back on his feet.
The Gabonese number 22, Ibrahima Didier Ndong, he has a name and a surname more related to Gambia.
We need to ask him. We need to ask him about that after the game.
Musa, don't you think we should have gone in for him?
We need to do our research out there into how and why. Yeah. But anyhow, I mean, this is Africa, and somehow we're all related in some fashion. If you look at the certain anthropology, you realize that most Africans have been nomads and traveling all over, and then what that means. You have to breed somewhere, and breeding means that we multiply our. That's a very nice a picture. From the scene there that we saw with Omar Colley closely policing Aubameyang out there, and that's what we want to see from him tonight all over.
Steve waiting to come from the sidelines, but the ball is rolling straight into the hands of Mody Diop.
Yes, as MS Musa was alluding to the fact that winning this game will get us all but qualified, and that's true. 80% because we still have 2 more games against lesser opponents on paper looking at the table, but they will be hungry. So getting a win here puts us one step into the competition.
Lovely skills there from Musa Barrow. Going solo. Come on, Steve! Steve missed.
Musa Barrow tried to play that 1-2 pass with Steve, but the ball was played a little bit too far from Steve to actually connect. But that's what you want to see, 1-2 passes in and around the box. That can free up things for us because of our agility, like I said, and the skill.
Skills.
Jamano plays one, there's go. Musa Barrow just turned inside.
Oh,
no.
But he's been muscled up, Musa Barrow. No. The goal scorer been muscled up by the Gabonese.
Yeah, and the work rate of the Gambian midfield setup in Abdoulaye Sanyang and Abdoulaye Jallow is very good. You can see them whenever they lost possession, they always try to fight back. Gabon going forward, they are still allowed the space. Pamoudou Diagne clears it not too far away.
That's not convincing.
Brazil has gone for an offside, absolutely. Yeah, like I was saying, the work rate of this midfield setup, the diminutive midfield player in the passing of Abdoulaye Sanyang and Abdoulaye Jallow is very good. They are good in possession and equally try to fight back whenever they lost the ball. I think that is helping the midfield setup there. And can we say it's a perfect moment for players like Boubacar Diop to be introduced to the game?
Yes, certainly very soon we might see Boubacar Diop coming up. He has been a super sub. We hope he will come and deliver.
John, you saw him play several times, scoring several goals.
I like Bouba Diop because he's a very direct player and he's physically imposing as well. He will fit in well in this game considering what the opponent has to offer. And his energy will just boost the offense after a lot has been expended by the players that are actually on the pitch at this point in time. So let's hope that he comes in with the Midas touch and gives us the cushion that we need, because the second goal will sing Gabon, bye-bye, allez, allez, au revoir.
Certainly, John, Gabon trying to attack. Clearance there by Wasane Timba. Call him. Ball still in play, Sanko. Try to connect with the goal scorer Barrow. Abdoulaye Jallow now, Jamano, lets it off to Steve Traoré. Try to turn it up. Lovely save by the goalkeeper. Brilliant strike by Boubacar Steve Traoré. I think the goalkeeper was perfect in his timing there. He saw in the angle in which Steve trying to turn, knowing very well that he's only used the left foot to strike, and he just waited for him on the right-hand side of the goalpost to make that perfect save.
The turn and the shot was top class, but it was straight into the hands of the Gabonese goalkeeper.
Yes, it was with his weaker foot, but we know him for scoring that. This is what I speak of when I talk about agility. His turn was...
Abdoulaye Sanyang spreads the ball wide. Moseka Barrow, the goal scorer. Corner
There you go.
Good play in the box.
And play.
Abdoulaye! But the ball has been cut out by the Gabonese defender.
Beautiful by Pamoudou Diagne. As you can see, the more we pass the ball in and around the opponent's goal, the better we do. The more we do the one-touch, two-touch passing and not taking them one-on-one per se, unless we have to do it from the flanks. In the middle, you have to play those one-touch, two-touch passes. And a wonderful turn and a shot by Steve. Unfortunate, but a second one, I'm sure he'll bang in.
Yeah.
It seems like Gambia might be up to be making their first substitution. As you said, the goal scorer from the previous game. A not so well-known player in Gambia here, but he's been the hero every time he's been called up.
On the other side, the Gabonese are attacking. Cut as a cut. Dennis Boanga, but he's been made to blast that over the bar.
That was good defending from again Buba Sane.
Yeah.
He's met him at the point of contact with the ball. That way you cannot actually direct your shot. It's not as accurate. So thanks to Buba Sane's intervention there, the guy wasn't able to actually direct his shot towards goal. There's the the muscular and the tough.
The super sub.
The super sub.
Yes.
Super. We can't wait to see see him come in, and of course, if he can repeat his exploits, would be an icing on a very beautiful cake we had this evening here in the Independence Stadium. The game is still being played. It's 1-0 to the Gambia. Gabon need to sweat this one out. If not, they will relegate to second position in Group D, and something we don't mind, and that's what we want to see. But the boys need to keep it tight in the back, and of course, with the work rate that we've seen so far from the resumption of the second half, just to keep it like that as we go. But they are attacking here, but Modou Diop Toldo equal to it in keeping his goal line safe there. A long one to the team captain, and of course the super sub there, Modou. Really, something is about to happen in here.
Some actions on the Gambian bench, but for now, tomatoes on the pitch. Abdoulaye Jallow, lovely turn, but the pass to Modou Seka Barrow is just too much. He could have placed it to Steve, who was in a better position.
Yes. Or at least play it on his feet, because there was a misunderstanding between the ball possessor and the one doing the movement. Moduseka Barrow clearly wanted it to feet and he played it to space. But that's something that they have to work on. The movement up front has been much better in the second half. That's why we are wreaking havoc against the bench, against the defense. Here we go.
Janya was going to say we have some players being prepared to come on, unless we have them on the screen. But nevertheless, 1-0 to the Gambia still. Musa Barrow, lovely turn. Defended well by the Gabonese. Manga chips it forward. Ball out of play for a throw in, and we're going to see the first, probably, substitution of the game very soon.
John,
as the Gambia.
It's not the first substitution we were expecting, talking of earlier. Instead, it is Ibrahim Sona who is coming. Oh!
That was a header by
Abdoulaye Jallow.
Yeah, just went wide.
What a beautiful header. Whilst we were having our cameras towards the substitution desk, we almost had a second goal. Yeah. But as you said, Ibrahim Sohna is coming in. I hope we'll soon know who he is coming in for. And it's Abdoulaye Sanyang, who's had a very strong cameo for his debut, full debut. Yes. Deserves all the accolades. He's put in work. But putting in Ibrahim Sohna, it clearly, to us Gambians, we know that the coach is actually going back to his bread and butter, which is to keep things tight and hope for the best and keep teams on the counter. Yes. We have a lead, so I'm sure he's trying to consolidate it.
Ibrahim Sona comes in for Abdoulaye Sanyang, who we must say had a very good full debut for the Scorpions.
That's right. I mean, like Bambalai was in, Portugal with the team to prepare himself for such a game, and this is why he is here, and this is why he was able to be featured in this very crucial match. But the replacement in, we can say the replacement in, Ibrahim Sohna is just tactical, because knowing the type of player he is, other, technicians would suggest otherwise, but the coach has the say, and it's all about trying to keep his, how to call it, his
Steve with the ball.
Steve with the ball.
Steve with the ball. Abdoulaye
Jama
over the bar.
Jama no.
That was so close.
Jama no.
But the Gabonese goalkeeper, who had earlier made a costly error, has come to the rescue of his side. Abdoulaye could have done better on that one.
Yes, most definitely. He had a lot of options, but the goalkeeper guessed right. Obviously, his intention was to score. But be sure, MS, that we will see a lot of this counter-attacking style in the closing 10, 15, 20 minutes of the game. It will open up for Gambia as Gabon chases an equalizer. We just have to make it count to put the game to bed.
Corner for the Gambia, into the box. Oh! That was so close to be an own goal. Another corner to the Scorpions of the Gambia. Musa Barrow, the ball on a man to take the corner kick. He's been hitting the headlines in the Italian Serie A. Corner comes in, headed but punched away by the Gabonese goalkeeper. Picked up there by Abdoulaye. Lovely ball. Moduseka Barrow, very skillful.
Play. There we go.
Steve, but it's been blocked. And another corner to the Scorpions. 3 corners in a succession.
It's been a consistent amount of pressure on the Gabonese defense. We haven't seen this the whole of the first half. Are they tiring? Maybe. But I do know that Gambians are emboldened. The Gambian team is emboldened after that goal. They are a little bit more, there's a spring on their step, MS, if I can say that. And we just have to make sure, again, to keep our discipline, not get carried away with all the shenanigans. Get a second goal or not concede.
Gabon making their first substitution of the game, whilst Musa Barrow steps for the corner kick. Headed on the near post. Still the Scorpions. Regains position. Far picks up the ball. Releases quickly. Buanga's touch let him down on that occasion. Rather, Aubameyang.
We are almost halfway into the second period. Still the Gambia hanging on to their 1-0 lead. The slender advantage.
Obama been quiet so far in the second 45 minutes.
As he's been at Arsenal, every time he's been isolated, and I'm sure he's not going to get the same service he gets at Arsenal. So all we have to do is isolate him, make sure that he's man-marked, and there's always a supporting defender or player in and around where he is, because he's their danger man. There's no secret about it, just like Musa Barrow is for us.
Ibrahim down. Manga. Gabon playing inside their own half, knocking it slowly, looking for gaps to exploit. The Scorpions are not trying to follow the same script. A long ball played deep into the Gambia half. Flex it to the goalkeeper. Modu Job, he's there on time. Some fans are screaming, but they are fully concentrated. That's the Gabon bench. You can see a bit of frustration there. Anxiety growing up there. They're looking, they're wondering if things will slowly go their way. This is the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Egypt have won it 7 times, more than any other nation. Followed by Cameroon 5, Ghana 4, Nigeria 3, and Ivory Coast 2, and Algeria 2 as well, DR Congo 2. Gabon never laid their hands on this coveted trophy, the coveted trophy of the African Cup of Nations. The same could be said about the Gambia too. We have 20 minutes plus additional time to go here at the Independence Stadium. Still Gambia 1, Gabon 0 is the score. John, we saw the coach Tom Sanfe prepare a job. Don't you think his pace is needed in this game at the moment? He can make, because Gabon are desperate of goal, they can just leave the gaps at the back and we can hit on the counter attack. We will see him doing as he quite absolutely does.
Well, it looked like he was going to come in for a second. Maybe there's been a change of approach, or maybe he's waiting for time. But definitely he was somebody that we would expect to come in and stretch the Gabonese because of his pace. As we know now, I'll leave the commentary to MS because the Gabonese are getting closer.
Yes, the Gabonese trying to knock on the Gambian defense. Lovely ball through to the box. Shot comes in, blocked and cleared out of danger. Gabon still in possession. They have the ball in the box. Cross comes in, headed out.
Hey,
and there is a push in, tugging at the back. Tom Sanford Musa.
This is what it's all about. We love the pressure, we embrace it, and we want to show the best under such circumstances. So we are happy that it is our coaches in the front foot, and that's a nice through ball.
Nice ball, yeah. Traore with the ball. Clearance from the Gabonese defense. TDS Dong.
He's been a bit more quiet,
Quiet.
than he was in
In the
the
first game.
So they have actually seen him,
Yes.
scouted him,
Absolutely.
and have prepared for him.
Ablai,
I think that was a fair tackle.
fair tackle. Ablai been muscle of the ball. The Gabonese having all the time and space to build from the back. Bwanga. Shot comes in. Not a bad effort. Ambitious one there from the Gabonese.
Yes, most definitely. At this point, they are a bit desperate and they'll be a bit more hurried than they were. If you remember the situation in the first half, we were a bit more hurried and they were more composed. At this point, they're chasing the game. They will have to take these chances. And it works well for us. Not a lot of goals are scored from 30, 40 yards out. And our keeper is not more or better for his shot stopping than his other qualities.
The Burundian referee earlier on having a word with Modi Joe.
Yes, I'm not sure if he was trying to clear the ball because the ball came in, went back, and then came back in. But what I've been saying is the longer the game goes, there will be more opportunities of counter-attacking like this one because they will commit more men forward, and there might even be a third goal in this game, whether it's for us or for them.
Gabon with an opportunity. Shot straight into the hands of Modi Diop.
Yeah, absolutely, John. Looking at the defensive setup today, I mean, we are seeing a more different, approach, a more different movement within the pair of Boa Diop, Boa Sane and Omar Colley. I mean, they seem to be more focused today compared to the first game.
They were usually the starting back two of the Gambia. So maybe their cohesiveness had eroded a bit because one wasn't playing or they were not playing together. Buba Sane, he's had a very bad game, we have to say, in Gabon. He's came back to prove his worth to the national team. He's made some crucial tackles. He's made interceptions, and he's been there. He hasn't been found wanting. He hasn't hidden behind his players, and that's just something commendable. We all know about the leadership qualities and the calmness of Omar Colley. He gives you the same thing day in, day out. He's always the same player. So together, these two are definitely players that definitely needs to be commended for the way they have handled maybe one of the best strikers in the world right now.
Everyone in this country, we are within our rights to stand our ground and suggest that you must be tested. So if they are found to be wanting in that corner, that is their hole. But what I'm disappointed with mostly is the continental bodies stance without coming out tooth and nail and condemning what Gabon did, because we all need to respect various countries and our laws, and they fail to do that as the goal is hoovering into the Gambia's goal mouth, which Gabon hopefully were trying to get a consolation goal in here, hopefully not. 8 with the ball, tried to beat past his man, blocked there, but it is Diop, a free kick to Gabon, Gambia's number 17, Modu.
A very promising position. They will hopefully trying to get that consolation goal, but the Gambian defense is very solid.
Yeah.
They are very composed compared to the steady first half we saw in Gabon.
We were kind of not too sure of our timing, but it seems like we are in line with the timing of the fourth official. We have 2 minutes plus additional time to go here at the Independence Stadium. This is a free kick to Gabon. Dennis Bouanga to take it. He's making up his mind. We have a lot of white side in the box there. Aubameyang is one of them. It comes into the area. High one. Area! And it's in! They've got what they've been looking for. and this could be the consolation goal.
Back in the game. It's Ekwele Manga, the powerful defender, towering above the Gambian defense, connecting with Bwanga's free kick to give Gabon some bit of hope in this game. As Tom Sanfe throws his final dice, Adama Jame coming on for Musa Baro.
Well, definitely the mood has changed, but we're still in a winning position and we just have to close out the game. I'm sure concentration levels dropped for a bit because that was a totally free header. It was powered in and nobody was marking him. This cannot.
bari gis nañ dëkk bi di Gambia ne amut wàllum liggéey mu ngi tëju ndaw yi mënunta dem liggéey ñeena yu bari den toog ci biir dëkk bi sax frustrate seen xol di naxari dañooy eewu suba ñu leen ay jox ndéki di leen jox añ di leen jox reer ndaw bu ci bugg a mag nag bugg a nekk doom ju tekki nag lan la foog ne loolu la war a def muy dem fi nga xam ne nag mooy yooni gannaaw ñu gënee koo xamee ci backway bi yooni gannaaw nag am na ndaw yu bari ñoo ci teral seeni waajur am na ndaw yu bari ñoo xam ne tey ñu ngi ci yoon.
Their final attack of the game.
We are in the 49th minute of the game. Abdoulaye Diallo.
Abdoulaye Diallo Jamano.
What a pass.
Long pass.
Come on, just fight for it. Just have their cena. Have their cena. I'm speaking the colloquial language, but that's just my instinct and the passion. Is that a corner kick for us? All right, now we have to keep them there.
Absolutely. Quickly taking.
Pressure. By my watch, we have about 30 seconds left in this match before the end of the 4th minute.
Free kick.
Another foul on Didier Ndong. He tries to take it quickly, but the referee won't let him. A yellow card is brandished, yep.
The final attack of the game for the Gabonese.
Time's up.
Anxious moment for those watching us within and outside of the Gambia.
We have now entered the 50th minute of the game, which means that this will be probably the last action of this game. So total concentration against Paramount.
They scored from a set piece. It's the provider of that goal again with the set piece. Bwanga.
Come on, Mohamed. Nda!
The ball comes into the box, headed by Omar Koli. Throw everywhere would do for the Scorpions as the clock takes towards the final whistle. It's so close. Pamodu Jan in no hurry to take that throw. The captain of the Scorpions with the dreadlocks. The Scorpions of the Gambia.
Let's keep our discipline. Let's keep our discipline.
By 2 goals.
Let's keep our discipline.
Reclaiming top spot in Group D of the AFCON qualifiers. It has been a long wait, but the match continues, and it is happening. 7 points top of Group D. 2 more games to go. Modijan, Musa Baro and Famara Baji.
It's all good. We are all good.
My goodness me.
All right, MS. MS, I've always said that this was our best chance as a footballing nation.
Aubameyang disappears the tunnel, Modijan. He's been
obviously disappointed. Yeah, and he stays isolated.
And he walks isolated towards the tunnel.
This crop of Gambian players, viewers, you guys have to recognize these names. They have set a record in Gambian history. They have set a record that myself and others in years past have worked so hard to get us to this point. 7 points after 4 games. This is unprecedented. They have a chance to amass 13 points, which has never been the case after 4 games. And we still have 2 more to play. They need our support financially, morally, spiritually, and most of all, when the stadiums are open, Gambians have to learn how to support in good and in bad times, because that is how we bounce back. Maybe this would not have been the case had the fans been here and watched that dreadful first half. They wouldn't have had this courage to pull back and win this game. So patience over 90 minutes is key, and supporting Gambia for Gambia has to be the way. Wearing all red in the stadium rather than wearing Ibrahim Sohna's fans club, Modu Jan's fans club, Famara Baji's fans clubs, that's divisive. Let's all support one Gambia. One Gambia, we are Gambia. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I know, that the talking points surrounding this game will never end, but we'll continue. So this is how he's feeling. No wonder. But we have to make sure that, the clarion call is how do we support Gambia as a country, as a team. Because we are going to the Nations Cup as a country and not as an individual player or by an individual player, because it's a team that worked this hard, coming this far with the support of everyone involved in sports and in our football. That is why we can do what we have done, and to make sure that we repeat it when the match comes. Famara, when you watch out what happened today, it's only good spirit. It's only the spirit of the game that is able to take us this far, and it's that beautiful thing that we've been talking about from the beginning of this game, to make sure that we at least prevail, and we have prevailed in no small ways to make sure that at least the 3 points all stayed in here. The 3 points that we've been working for. It takes a horrible and a very difficult 90 minutes to secure these points, and the boys did it. And this is what we all expect from them. They had us speak about them sometimes in certain bad languages, but they all came out strong. As proud Gambians as we wish to be. Hopefully, from now onwards, we will learn to see how best do we support positively the boys donning the national colors as our ambassadors when they set out to make sure that the good stays in this country. We've always mentioned and talked about how do we want to fortify the Independence Stadium and make it Fortress Independence Stadium for the Gambia. It is beginning to happen, Modu.
Certainly, Musa. Captain Pamodu Janda, congrats.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The Gambia Radio and Television Services, the whole Gambia is watching. People are celebrating throughout the length and breadth of the country and outside of the Gambia. Yesterday we had a program on TV. People were calling from Ireland, Austria, from all over the country, asking us to tell you to deliver. You have delivered the goods. Now they are watching.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for the all Gambians. We are very proud Gambians. And I think first of all, we have to thank GFF, the government, because football is not just going on the pitch and play football. You have to get a good preparation, and we have seen it this time around. We have been chartered. We have a chartered flight, which is very good. We have a good preparation that takes us from Brussels to Gabon back, which we never have, and we recover very fast. And for that one, we have to thank everybody. If you want to deliver, you have to prepare. So we are very happy, all of that what we are doing. But this is our time. This is our time. We are coming. I always say this. I believe this year we will qualify, inshallah, because you will see the young lads we have, very talented. I've never seen a squad like this. I'm very happy to be part of it. These young players, They are doing extraordinary. They are doing very well. I cannot thank them all, but I'm very, very happy. I don't know what to say. I'm very happy. I'm very proud to be part of this team.
Nañ la ko olof tuuti loo am pour wax fans yi ñu ngi laa seetaan dëkk bi ak Gambia yëpp ñu ngi laa seetaan.
ñun seen ñaan rek lañ soxla parce que ñun xam nañ lan lañ am yan kind of players lañ amee fii nii so ñun ñaan lañ soxla because of every time dama ko dee wax ñun dañ dee nekk di wax all together xam nañ ne dañ am squad boo xam ne nii lii suñ time la tey ak bii pour Gambia qualify incha allah te ñoom dinañ def lu nekk pour gis ne Gambia qualify nañ for the first time ma wax naa ko keroog si benn interview mu ngi xeeñ te si sooba yàlla dinañ ko def dinañ qualify lii is a step towards pour ñu qualify incha allah next game home bi dinañ make sure ne nii ñu jeexal ko bala ñoo àgg ak Congo ñu win fans si nag ñu ngi leen a gërëm lu nekk déglu naa ko seen programme bi yëpp déglu naa ko démba dégg naa ko call from Ireland di wax ne nii dama war a show a good leadership ak yooyu noonu la everything it's good pour ñun place yi ñu ñoo criticize léegi-léegi pour ñun tamit nga mën a xam ne ñu ñoo def ñoo ko try they are not satisfied ñu gën ñu yokkal lu ñoo def man am na football player I need this criticize pour man ma mën a dem better ma dem si kanam so man dama dee bañ ku ma dee wax ne lii dafa rong from loolu noonu laay jàngee so ñu ngi gërëm ñëpp ñu ngi continuer di ñu ñaanal te ne leen si corona bi passé nañ meeg soo ne su team bu ñëwee fii nii buñ support team boobu noonu ak nu mu mun a mel nu result bi mun a mel nañ against team boobu 90 minutes ñu nekk si gannaaw Gambie ñun duñ mës a dem awee daka yooyu duñu support du mës a am lu nekk dañoo treat lu bon Gabon luñ def nii tey fii nii lu leen dal si airport bi ñun fanaan nañ si airport bi how many times ñu ngi travel foofu lii nekkul loo xam ne lu ees la so lu tax Gambien si ñuy nekk si média bi di nekk di wax naan lu tax GF def lii lu tax Gambien bi def lii ñun ñaata yoon lañ dem si biti ñu ngi fanaan si mbéyam ñu ñoo fanaan si hôtel di ñu yóbbu si place yoo xam ne nii hôtel yoo xam ne nii hôtel yu bon ñu faa dem di fa nekk te doo dégg benn Gambien ñu nekk si social media bi di ko wax léegi ñu def ko gars yi gamoo di ñu Gambien bi ku nekk di against GFF di against Gambien bi fii loo xam ne war koo def ñun fii dañ sofa suñ demee depuis time on a 17 bi ba nekk si squad bi maa ngi play dama sofa fu ñoo dem fu nekk dañoo dem ñu taabu di fanaan si lii nii si airport yi lu tax ñu ñëw ñuy def loolu noonu Gambie si dañ war a bàyyi dañ war a jóg dañ war a jóg waaye ñun dañoo nekk fii ñu again suñu oon ñun suñu boppay te loolu warut a am
ànd naa under 17 gaal si Sierra Leone ñu yóbbu ñu si fil bi nga xam ne xeer moo fa nekk te bu ay xale yu ndaw lañ
waaye ñun buñ demee bu ñoo ñib si jógee Gabon fii nii dañ dem ba si airport bi gaa ñu doon ñu ne ñuy contrôle si airport bi nekkuñ fa dañ am pour delluwaat pour xalaat 10 hours si suñu hôtel yi
nekk nañ célébrer suñu victory bi
waaw non waaye lii dama ko war a voice out Gambien bi ñu xam ñun ñoo ba nekk di sofa dañ leen ko wax ñoom ñu xam ko waxee ma mer waaye dama leen a wax loo xam ne nii moo nekk lu raay Gambien bi dañ war a xam dañ war a di nekk si gannaaw dëkk bi nu mun a mel ñu nekk si suñu gannaaw
I'm very proud and I mean to see tey sa moment la sa bés la you are at liberty to say li nga xam ne moo nekk show because da nga get into the office da nga get into the office ak li moo métti yëpp nga liggéey wàcca dem ñibbi soo ñu war laa fay delloo la njukkal and delloo njukkal googu mooy li nga wax nii pour nit ñi it's a formidable day for everybody Steve I mean thank you so much for your performance today and I know ne I mean lii yéen a ko doon xelaat but let me just get your feeling tey what does this mean to you because you are on the verge of something very very big here for Gambia.
I mean it's a great feeling. The lads, everyone you could see the desire in everyone's game today. Everyone was fighting from the first minute to the last minute. And I feel so happy and proud to be among this group of
players,
young and a bit of old players to push us. And you could see today, the young, you can differentiate the young from the old. Everyone was hungry, everyone was going for it. So I'm very happy to experience this moment. And, seeing that we are 1 or 2 steps away from making a big history, and it's a great feeling. Like I said before, I'm very happy.
Assist in Gabon, another assist today here. What's the feeling like?
It's an assist specialist, sort of.
I mean, as a forward player, it's all about numbers. It's all about statistics, and I'm happy. I mean, as a forward, you always want to score or create, and even though the goals didn't come, but I'm happy that we got the 3 points. and I still got my name on the score sheet as an assist for the past 2 games. So it's a great feeling, and I mean, I'm just out of words. I'm just happy.
Everybody's watching. No amplitude.
Wow, kontaan naa trop because I mean, dee buñ ñibbisee because man Bundung laa juddoo dee buñ ñibbisee dem naa Bundung, and gis naa love bi from everyone, and maa ngi woo gars yi jërëjëf mënuma leen a fay. I know everyone was demanding a goal this game. Kuma taseel like Bundung ndax ma leen ne it's about time we score, and yeah, they're right, it's about time we score as a forward player, but I'm just saying a big thank you to them, and with time the goal will come for sure. But for sure, let's celebrate these 3 points. Yeah, thank you.
If I may just have one for Steve, from a footballer to a footballer. Let's play back the situation. When the ball is hauled and you made the run, obviously you're faster, and the defender puts his physicality on you, he's stronger. You fought him off, and then you played the ball, then you see another defender in front of you. You taunt him. You could have played with your weaker foot, try to score, but maybe your pivot wasn't good. I was very impressed at how unselfish you were. I was going irate on TV. That you played the man that scored the goal that will get you guys to make Gambian history. Keep doing that way. What did you think about that situation?
I mean, at halftime I had a communication with Noah that he's always going to play the deep ball. I told him I'm faster than them, just play the deep ball and I'll be there. And luckily we had the occasion. He played the deep ball and I went for it without giving up, even though he was a bit in front of me, but I knew I was faster than him. So I went for it, controlled the ball, and as a striker in the box, you should feel like a king. When they touch you, it's a penalty, so I wasn't scared. I just went for it. Like you said, the last defender, I saw him on my side. I knew he was going to go block me, so I cut inside. And I couldn't be selfish. This is for the country. I saw Musa alone, and I had to pass him to score that beautiful goal. So I'm happy. Thank you.
All right. Finally, your last words, Nda, Steve, ma ñëw si Nda seen kaddu bu mujjee bi.
Kalmuleen. Kalmuleen.
Boobu mooy ban nag.
waaw bi yàgg na li si squad bi la. waaw ñun lu ñoo wax rek nañ xam ne ni jeexagut. li just one step rek. so nañ continuer di ñaanal boys yi di nekk suñ gannaaw ba pare di gën a ñaax nguur bi ak GFF ñu gën a doole parce que soo bëggee dara foog nga def dara so nañ continuer di gën a support ñu ngi am 1 away game bu ñu war a def boobu tamit nii leen chartered flight pour bu ñoo yóbbu because of mu ngi indi result boo bàyyi boos yaa ngi mën a recover gaaw so nañu dimbale rek ñu gën a dem kanam noonu rek ñi di gërëm ñëpp Gambian si yëpp gis nañ seen support yi seen ñaan yi yëpp dal na amuñ dara luñ leen naaw lu di leen gërëm di leen wax ne jërë ngeen jëf.
Thank you very much, Steve.
Yeah, come down, I mean, amuñ ben reason tey not to perform. They've done everything possible. The GFF, I mean, definitely they've done all the necessary arrangements for ñu mëna travel comfortably, come back comfortably, recover fast, and play the football that we should do. So we didn't have any reason not to deliver today, and I guess we've delivered. And they've seen that the work they've done it's paid off inside the pitch. So we hope this continues, and we will continue to deliver inside the pitch.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
We will continue to deliver.
That's a gauntlet. That's a gauntlet.
Yes, and we know the whole Gambia is behind you. This will reignite the support base. Gambians are so much passionate about the national team. We might have our difference, but when it comes to football, everybody is eager. Some people will make certain comments because they are so much eager to make sure that the results are here. The results are coming. You guys are doing it. You guys are great. Thank you so very much. We allow you to go and enjoy the victory.
You have all reason to celebrate tonight.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You know, the amount of, talks that can go into this game tonight, you will never end. So, probably, it has never happened to Mother Gambia, and we have all reasons to keep this thing going on and keep the fire burning, the spirit high, so that everyone associated with this team and this event tonight should be very proud of whatever their efforts are, because it's a team effort.
from the team effort, from the first man to the last man, from the President of the Republic to the last, steward in this ground today. Everybody played their part to make sure that this result comes our way. So this is why, hopefully, with all reasons, we should be able to come together as a nation, celebrate, let every single individual who was very much involved and even played whatever part to make sure that the results comes our way should be commended, and we commend you. From the EMC, from all the committees, the Media and Publicity Committee, which I head, and of course Willie Abraham as chairman of the EMC, the Protocol Committee, Abdul Karim C, the President Kababajo and his executive, the Secretary General here, and everyone did whatever they had to do to make sure that...
I'm not going to forget my brother, Lieutenant Colonel Musa Jamil.
Oh yes.
The security man.
Musa is the security man in here, you know.
I'm threatening to throw myself out of the stadium.
Musa don't want any disturbance. Musa was very much particular with what could happen tonight, because he was also under very serious instructions, because the protocols were so harsh and so difficult that we can't do anything but just to comply. And that's what brought us this thing. You know the scenario in this stadium when the match is on, and hopefully tonight you see we talked about it, and the Gambians really, the few who were here, really made history by complying. Those who were able to stay away because of the protocols, we say we apologize, but this is what we had in store for you, Modu.
Yes. We now have the General Secretary of the Gambia Football Federation, Lamin Jassi. I saw him celebrating behind the scenes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's the feeling like?
Can I explain it?
Yes.
I think it will be difficult to express it to the maximum, but the feeling is great. I think you can see the atmosphere. If this place was jam-packed with fans, it would have been a different ball game altogether. But because of the COVID situation, we could not have the fans in. But I can tell you, it's a great feeling. We are back in it again. Remember when we were going to Gabon, we were leading our group, and when we played there, people had a heartbreak because we lost the game to the same scoreline. And we came here with the hope. The Gambian people were very hopeful that we are going to win. And I think that's what we did. It's not just about winning, but also I think our boys played very, very well. You watched the match. And I think the audience who may have watched the match would also make the same conclusion. They did not just win, but also actually played very good football. The coach also did what he needed to do to change the formation, to change the players, to get the results that we deserve. If you ask me, I wanted the two goal, the clean sheet. That's what I want to go home with, really. It was tough. The past 24 hours for me and some members of the ESCO did not sleep. I can tell you that. Up till now, I have not slept. So really, we thank the Gambian people. That's what I want to say.
Thank you very much.
We want to thank the fans and the Gambian people for the support, for the prayers, because we always fall back on them, especially when we need a match like this, and we have it. So
the players talked about the importance of the role played by the government, especially in the chartered flight, together with the Football Federation. Maybe quickly on the support you have received in this time from the government and how it has helped in the overall results.
When the first goal went in, I jumped to the minister. He was here sitting, and I said, "This one is for you." The reason being, Musa will tell you, they are always in the fight in getting the prerequisite support for the team. The last time I remember, I have my bosses here and my kotos. Willie is in football, has been in football for long. Musa the same. The last time we chartered a flight was 2003. That was Gambia, Senegal. And that is a long time. I think that was, So this is historical. And he is chartering a flight from Europe to Gabon, from Gabon to Gambia, and from Gambia back to Europe. I think that is something, that's a lot of
commendable.
Commendable. We also want to thank the president for leaving cabinet. In fact, that was a cabinet, my understanding was there was a cabinet meeting going on, and he left cabinet because he said it himself to call our boys in Gabon, in Franceville, to kind of give them a word of encouragement. I think that is a big level. This is what we are asking for in football, so that government, the private sector, Musa is here, Frisel are always by our side, but we are calling on the private sector to come. Football is a big deal now. It's an industry. How many young people are employed in football? Really, it's a first division team holder now. Real de Banjul is going places, and the people they are playing for them are employed. So
myself, I'm employed by football and sports. And
I am employed. My life is football. My life since 1994. I've been in this.
I might work for GRS, but sports is what
that's
is
it. So really,
Mr. Jassy, pass the mic to Willie. Willie, funny son nga torop. Xam nañ ne soo leen a organise match with fans def dee meeting waaye foog naa bi moo gën a meeting.
Definitely, Modou S. di nga dégg suma baat bi sa deena because the number of people ñu bugg a dugg si stadium bi dañ bari but balaa ma jekkali dina congratulate the whole country and thank everybody for having patience for sitting at home and allowing us to have this game without fans. It was very tough for us, the organizing committee, but santa yàlla bu baax a baax a baax ñu ngi gërëm ñëpp ñu ngi wax ñëpp jërëjëf ñu ñaan yàlla fi ñu nekk nii in this position. We have 2 more games to go. I said it 3 days ago. It's a program. Ne suñu winee tey it might make it easy for us.
Absolutely.
Te li ma wax foog naa ne mu ngi so ñu continuer liggéey bi rek Modou S. ñu ngi gërëm suñu sponsors yi Africell, Best Mineral Water, GRDS. ñu ngi leen a thank very much send support this game, especially for giving the opportunity to every Gambian to sit at home and watch it. This is great. You understand? Even in the future, if we can open the stadiums again, it's good to have GRDS on board to show the game so people in Basse, Farafanye, Soma, up country, even in the diaspora, to be able to watch the games. It's very important.
Yes, certainly, this is the way forward.
Yes.
For the past few weeks, we have been making our trials. We covered the Congo game here,
yes,
which was live.
Yes.
We covered the Super Nawetan, and this game has been very successful.
Yes.
So it's going to be a collaborative effort between GRTS, GFF, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, by extension the government, because this is what the country needs.
And the EMC.
And the AMC.
Don't leave us behind.
No.
Don't leave us behind.
No. The committee is
Modou S, you can hear the sirens out of the stadium.
Yes,
People are celebrating.
I think something is happening.
People are celebrating, Modou S.
I think something is happening in town. As we are sitting here in the stadium, we can hear the horns of vehicles. So it looks like celebration have started.
It's a great day for Gambia. It's a great day.
Yes.
It's a great day. We need to be there in the African Cup, Modou S. They want to qualify. They sauna, Modou S.
And just to tell the fans, to give them a little bit of more comfort, now our next match here is at home with Angola. And in fact, Angola's match with Congo tomorrow will even determine more chances for us. Yes. You know what I mean? We don't know how that is going to go. But if whichever way that goes, when Angola comes here would be the final for us. If we win that, that's it. We will have to launch, Musa, you remember, road to Peru. Now it's going to be road to Peru. Guys, get ready for that. Thank you, Modou S.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jassy. Really, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll be with my boss here, Musa. Musa, the other day, I called on Willie. I called him, I saw the television. Wow. Then he started driving, and he was rushing. I called him. Accident mo amul ci yoon bi so dama tiit sa ma fone sa maybe mo am living why there was an accident yoon bi dafa block on why that shows how passionate and how committed people like him and others are behind the scenes.
Apparently what happened, because I was supposed to be on the news as you suggested, and I called Willie because I was on the TV in the morning, and from there I went to Kirfatu and I was on other networks. I said, William, you know what, I want you on TV at the news 8 o'clock. He said, Modou S didn't call me. I said, no, but I want you to be there, because even though he's the chairman, but the entire person thing is between me and William in the EMC. So we have to make sure that all our voices are uniform, and what we tend to inform the public. It's as vital that it comes from the national broadcaster, Modou, because that is where everyone belongs to. Whether you like it or not, it is the national broadcaster, and that is what prompted why we are on GRTS this afternoon. It is for the Gambia, and the Gambia must look up to the national broadcaster and look after the national broadcaster. That's what's more important for me.
I want to borrow that. Look after the national broadcaster is very, very important, because it belongs to Gambians.
Yeah.
The government of the Gambia must come and invest on the national broadcaster, because these are games that we need equipment, we need the resources to be able to air these games. It pains me as a Gambian to have a foreign company from another country to come to the Gambia and air our games.
Yeah, Modou, I could understand your frustration in there, but that's an internal thing, and if I want to vent whatever is it in me about that, we would not be living here. But I would rather have that discussed in-house, because we need to move on. We are maturing. this year, 2020, 2021, when we talk about 2020, we don't have much to say. But for Gambia, at least it meant something to us because it's the year in which we made or paved our way into global or continental African Nations Cup competition proper for the very first time from the moment football started being played in this country. So 2020 could be a good omen for us. 1. 2021 is something in which we consolidate our involvement in being among the big hitters of African football by participating in the tournament proper. So these are things that we need to look forward to. But if you want to talk about how do we need to move on forward from what you were talking about, I would rather refer you to go back in-house and let's sit on the drawing board because there are endless possibilities as I made mention to management of the national broadcast some time ago that this thing is doable. It is doable because the people are doing it. They are no different from us. So, and because of the number of football matches that are going to be played in this country, it's high time we elevate, get ourselves what we need so that we can be counted proper among the big boys of the game. Because these are things that we need to do, for ourselves. And it is something that is right at the corner in which you just need to get up and go and get it. But I can't ask you to go and get it. You need to go and get it because you need it. And that's what this thing is all about, Modu.
Thank you very much, Musa. Finally, quickly, the partnership has been very fruitful once again. Official GRTS and of course the other co-sponsors who have made this broadcast very possible.
Mo, let me say this thing. I'm a sports person. This is my life, and it's not about me, but it's about the institution that I represent in Africell that has been here. To do everything possibly right whenever we can, because it's about when you can. But what we can attest to, and you can attest to, is that we have always been here when it matters most. When it matters most, on the biggest of stages, on the biggest of events, both globally and locally. And this is just one of them. This is the way forward. This is what we want to do in giving to the Gambian public in no small ways. And the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and we have been.
Bara SL, ma jehal Bara SL dem Gaba. Gaba la jehal school. Baag bi de lima yobbu moy yaay jehal school nek fi amulo liggéey ci li nga liggéey tamit nekulo di ci amé nonu. So back way bi ñew ma xol ne nit ya ngay dem ñi ngay duga ma seet ne man tam suma dem.
A partner of development. It's a developmental partner of this country. If you look at everything that we do for this country, the amount of revenue we generate is just, if the amount of CSR that comes from Africell, from my office to the Gambian public and population, in every sector, in every segment, it's just formidable. So this is what we're talking about.
Suma demee fofu suma liggéeyee fofu nonu xejna man dama fogg ne comme suma fa demee fofu lay gëna té
has and is living the Africell dream, the Gambian dream. So that's what we need to consolidate, Modu, and make sure that at least we continue to march together.
Absolutely. There you have Coach Tom Saintfield coming out of the post-match press conference. Musa, I would allow you to leave now.
Let's get him quickly. Farmer, can you
and go and enjoy.
Let's get the coach. Yes, please get the coach here. Let's speak to the coach because it's important, Modu. Yes. He speaks to us. He cannot have any better moment to speak to, to us because,
even though we are
running out of time.
One
moment. Yep.
Yeah, just to remind our viewers that you're watching the Gambia Radio and Television Services broadcasting live from the Independence Stadium where the Gambia defeated Gabon by 2-0 in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Very soon we will get Coach Tom Saintfield of the national team to come and talk to us. Briefly, just coming from the post-match press conference. Yeah, guy, welcome.
Hey, everything okay?
Coach, warmest of felicitations, job well done. The office must be very good tonight.
I don't know if it's the office or my bed, but it will be very good. I'm proud about the team. We have back our first spot where we left it last year, and we have 2 games to go, so we are looking forward to go for the first time to AFCON.
Absolutely formidable. What were your game plans coming into this very return leg?
Yeah, we knew we had to win. So we had to play a little bit more offensive. We play a 4-1-4-1 system with a lot of creativity in the midfield. We had a lot of small creative players with a lot of speed, and we had shown in the second half in Gabon that we were strong. We were not afraid of them.
We were even more powerful because of the attitude of our opponent this morning and even last night, refusing to be tested in the airport like we all got tested in the Gabonese airport. So they heated us up and we were ready for the battle, and I'm proud of the team that they executed the plan and that we won this game.
It's getting closer, but it's not yet over. We still have 2 more games to go. What is next?
Yeah, we have to hope tomorrow that Angola win against DRC. Angola would get 4 points, DRC stay on 3. That means that the next game at home against Angola, if we win it, then we have 10 points. And both DRC and Angola cannot get 10 points in the last match. DRC has 2, but can get maximum 9. And Angola can also get maximum, if they lose against us, then they can only get maximum 4 or 7. So very important now, a little bit supporting tomorrow, I think, for Angola, and focus on the first game here, hopefully without COVID, full stadium, and that we can beat at home Angola, and then we